Panther Nation podcast. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, cut it. Cut right. And I would like to introduce one of the hottest podcasts in Carolina history. Let's go. Yeah. Talk, let's chat. We got time to chop it up. Talking analytics and fantasy draft. You know what's up. Panther Nation representing, cause this is where we talk that. Talk that's so incredible, make them rewind that talk back. Pause. Talking Panthers football, we discussing it all. On and off the field, you know exactly who to call. You know we the #1 podcast. Competition is non-existent, you need to stop that. Pause. It's an honor to be a Panther fan. Pause. At Bank of America, that is where we ball. Coming to the jungle, then you gonna feel the pause. Winning the trophy for the city, it is the call. Black, white, and blue, we going Carolina strong. And this is the conversation where everyone belongs. Discussing all the numbers and topics, you know we got it. We the hottest podcast, and we popping. Let's go.
QueenCityPodcastNetwork.com.
Yo, what's cracking, Panther Nation? What's popping with y'all? Your boys back. What's cracking?
You out here on a vacay? Your vacay's over, man?
Yeah, man, your boy's back, man. All right.
You darker than normal too. You got it all covered.
You could tell. You could tell. Yo,
oh yeah, bro. You trying to avoid it? No, we ain't doing that.
Hey, yo, I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all already know I got a big forehead. My shit peeling like a motherfucker too, bro. I got burnt like a mug out there. But we here though. We here, man. What's cracking? What's good?
What's going on, man? Yo, my daughter got a crazy email that she might change her choice, but
she's going to A&T. Aggie Pride.
No. Sit down.
I was about to go crazy.
Sit down.
My bad.
It's an HBCU, but it ain't A&T. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna wait.
Oh, you don't want to say? Okay, you don't want to
say. I don't want to say it. I'm gonna wait because I got questions. You wait until the 11th hour. She had to make a decision May 1st, man. It's freaking April 22nd.
Wow, yeah, right up to it.
She's already made a call, but the package might be too good to resist. I got to call. I got questions about it. I got to get some more details before and lay it out and let her make a decision.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. All right, man. Dave, I guess my whole weekend was great. Dave, how about you, bro?
Pretty good, man. You know what I'm saying? Can't complain too much. You know, we had shout out to my boy Zach McKinnell from FCS Football Central. He did the show last week with me. We talked about some draft prospects. We talked some Panthers, talked some Dolphins. He's a Dolphins fan, and then we got into some potential FCS guys that we could potentially go grab. Nice. We had a few folks on the list. You know, because shout out to him because he called Jalen Walker out here last year, and you see how that's worked out for us.
He definitely called out Jalen Walker for sure.
So it'll be fascinating to see what we do. It is finally draft week.
It is. We're here.
We're finally here. Now we'll do the final mock, I guess, maybe for old time's sake. Because I'm tired of dealing with this, man. This is the final week. I'm ready for the decision to be had.
Yeah, it kind of gets old, bro. Like the draft coverage, man, it's you can only draft Jalen Walker so many times, bro. Like we can only talk about the same guys over and over and over.
You can draft Mikael Williams if you want.
You could. That's an option.
You could draft Mikael Williams. You could draft Genty. You know, if you want to go with ESPN Analytics. You know what I'm saying? You got options here. You can trade up.
You could trade up. You could trade back.
Trade up. You trade back too. So many things you could do. Yeah. But you know what? One thing we know that our GM doesn't want to be stuck. Doesn't want to be stuck. Yeah. But right now he's stuck.
Up in the stuck. Stuck at 8.
Stuck at 8.
Yeah. But all right. So we got a little bit to get into, man. Today has been absolutely crazy. I had a release today at work. So it's been kind of busy. And I got some work I got to do after a little bit, not really work, but a little bit monitoring to do for my job. So I ain't gonna be up here all night. And I don't have I gotta be honest, only a little bit to talk about. So Dave, I don't know if you want to run a mock, or we could actually open up the call, take some callers. Yeah, I mean, not callers, but have some people join the stream if you want, and we could chop it up, see what they thinking, how they feeling. It's a free for all show, kind of, sort of. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't really got too much. It's been a crazy day, so I had a lot of time.
It's been like, I've been like at my gig, bro. We just went through review cycle. So I've been dealing with that for the past couple of days, and so I can understand the craziness of what's been going on, especially where I work. It's a new thing that we got to adjust to every day nowadays. Now, so shout out to A-Cash for Super Chat. Is there a realistic prospect that you guys absolutely do not want to take at 8, other than the prospects that dumb analysts think will take, like Genty or OT? Mikael Williams.
I don't know if he's a do not take for me. I mean, I could see it.
Man, because I see it don't make it okay. Shot
kind of lower on the top, and we could go through a little exercise. We can go. I got a little tournament if y'all want to do it. I got a little tournament if y'all want to do it. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see if y'all want to rock with my little tournament. We can do some voting in the chat and kind of make it work. But I don't know about do not. It's not, again, Genty is obviously on that list for me. But you said that as a guy that outside of him, or
an offensive tackle.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a do not. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think there's so many holes on this roster, bro. That
I get it, but I just feel like if you're gonna take at 8, you really need to get somebody that is gonna be able to come in day one and put in work. And I don't know if Mikael gonna do that, man. He might be more of a project.
Yeah, that's
my thing. That's why it's on the do not list for me. Like, I would rather have Ted. I know how y'all feel about that.
Oh, what is that? Can you repeat that?
Because at least I know that.
Repeat that, Dave?
Yeah, I would rather have Ted.
Wow.
I'm serious. I would rather have
real disdain.
Be thrilled. Let me be clear. I wouldn't be thrilled about it. But if you tell me Mikael Williams or Ted, I'm going to tell you I'd rather have Ted. I would rather have Ted. I would rather have Warren. I wouldn't like it, but I want somebody that can come in day one and help this team. That's my point.
Real disdain, bro. That's crazy.
I'm just keeping it a buck. I just want to make sure you guys understand what disdain is. You know how I feel about taking wide receiver or receiver at 8. So,
yep. Shout out to Knucklehead K. Oh, go ahead, Dave. You got it. My fault.
Shout out to Knucklehead K. What up, PNP? Been a while since I caught a live show. Dropping the super chat to show y'all the love. I ain't been able to show my Panthers potters. If that's a word, it's always a word, my man. Hope all is well, fellas. Y'all doing any ground Travis? Thursday night.
Yeah, Thursday night we are going live. Shout out to Knucklehead K. I'm dropping your Coker joint in the mail. I got to be honest, it's been crazy the past couple of weeks, so I haven't had a chance to do it. But I did get your email, and I will be dropping that in the mail as soon as I can.
Thursday night. I think I'm gonna hop on the Roar of the Lions around 11 p.m.
11 p.m. I hope to be in sleep.
Yeah, I told them I would show up earlier depending how fast this draft goes. But I told them I'm going to pop up after the Panthers pick. I was going to try to hold off for the Lions pick and hop in while they were picking. But we'll see. But I'm going to definitely pull up at some point. I told them it might be earlier than the time they gave me in the slot that they announced. I told them straight up because 11 o'clock. If it was Wednesday night, it wouldn't be that bad, man, because I'd be getting my Switch pre-order in. But Thursday night, I got to get my rest, man. So hopefully the draft don't take 5 hours, but we'll see. That's what I'm hoping for. We'll see.
Yeah, shout out to Knucklehead K with another super chat. Appreciate that. Yeah. So again, real quick, my whole week was I was out of the country last week. It was great. Had good vibes, good energy, a lot of rest. I didn't take any computers.
That's why you do it, bro.
The computers were not Putin. Shout out to Cam. I was chilling. I was chilling. I was literally chilling. Had good times, good vibes with the family, kids, wife. Had really, really good time. So came straight back to work, but I had a good time. Sometimes you got to take that time off, step back from the computer. Yeah, I mean, I needed it. I needed it bad too. But anyway, I'm good. We back and we ready to take this draft on. Dave, let's go ahead and get into a little bit of the content that I do have. I was able to throw a couple things together, but again, like I said, work was crazy, so I had a chance to do.
Yeah, I'm assuming you caught up on all the news with everything that's been going on. So you watched the presser with Dan Morgan.
Yeah,
what's your thoughts on that, man? What's your thoughts?
I don't really got no thoughts. I mean, I take everything right now with a grain of salt. Positioning it can matter. I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm chilling.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. And I said it last week with Zach here. If Dan was a poker player, you could take all his money. And I mean all of it. All of it. Like, it was kind of clear where he wanted to go. It's kind of clear that he didn't want to stay where he was at. Like, he wants to trade out of that pick bad. So it was just the body language, the way he was answering the questions. I was like, good grief, man. So, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm cool, man. I take everything with a grain of salt. We'll see how it goes. I obviously have some positions I want them to address. We got a lot of gaps on this roster. And I think, and I put this in the as the thumbnail, but I do think this draft is critical for Canales and Dan Morgan. Like, we have got to nail a draft, and with Bryce Young having his deal, or not having his deal yet, playing on a rookie deal, preparing for that large deal, you have got to start stacking together some draft classes so that when you do have to pay Bryce, you got some talent on rookie deals. And that's the biggest thing that we've been missing. We've been missing so much in the draft that it's not even funny, right? So we have got to knock this draft out of the park. This is a critical draft. And I have a feeling they're gonna do it, man. We'll see, man. We'll see if it works. I'm hoping that they knock it out the park, but I don't know, man. We gotta see. All right. On the prowl, y'all know what time it is. Dave, we gotta talk about LeBrian Ray real quick. We did re-sign LeBrian Ray. I don't know if everybody saw this, but obviously
I definitely did not.
Yeah, LeBrian Ray. I think he had got a little futures contract, but I think they locked it in. Re-signed him yesterday, I believe. He got a $1.03 million deal for 2025. Again, trying to fortify that defensive line. 27 years old. He had signed his exclusive rights tender. That's what it was. He had an exclusive right tender, and he signed it, and now he got his 1-year deal. So he's good to go, and adds a little bit of depth. LeBrian Ray, he has 33 career games in the NFL. 9 of his 10 starts during the 2024 season. He had 41 combined tackles and a sack, so not too bad. A little bit of depth, but it is what it is. So my man said, I guess we don't need Walker right now. LeBrian Ray, 2 different positions, man. 2 different positions, but a little bit of depth on that interior of the defensive line. Dave, any thoughts on this? Mid, a lot of mid. Is this a mid emoji?
I've never seen that emoji before.
I guess that's just what we're gonna roll with.
The mid emoji. I mean, it's all right, man. Like, it ain't anything. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I'm not. It's just another pickup.
It's
interesting that it happened during this week. That's what makes it more fascinating. Like draft week, but you could have done this any other day, but you decided to do it on a Tuesday. It's a random Tuesday.
They did it yesterday. So it was
okay, Monday. On a Monday. Before or after Monday Night Raw? I ain't even asked you about WrestleMania. But you probably didn't watch it yet.
No, I did watch. I was back. I made it back in time to watch. I got midway through night 1, and then obviously I watched night 2 and 4.
Okay, so you ain't seen on night 1. I ain't going.
I saw. I mean, I know what happened. I mean,
okay.
I'm good. I thought everything was cool. I enjoyed it as a whole. I think I did not like the way the second main event ended.
Oh my God.
I like the result. I just don't like the way it was.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at the result. I hated dog. Why? Just why?
Yeah.
Like why?
Travis Scott was pointless.
Yeah, like why?
Yeah.
Like why? That's my thing. Why?
Yeah.
Like you could have done that without him, is my point. Like they could have made that happen. I think you had to have some type of thing to happen, but I think the build to get Cena to the heel stage, it shouldn't have gone down like that. Like Cena was supposed to win the match. Like that was clear, but it shouldn't have gone down like that. I'm curious to see how this heel run of him goes as the champion and who's going to chase. Because I mean, he's leaving in December, so
Randy Orton
is the first one up. And the Gunther thing tapping to Jay was kind of wild too, by the way.
Yeah, the tap was crazy.
Yo, and that was a fast tap too, bruh. Like that man's only lost 4 times, been pinned 3 times, and the way he tapped on that joint. So
yeah. But anyway, we don't want to turn this into a wrestling show, but I did enjoy it. I thought it was solid. I think they're doing solid work.
I don't think I'm ever going to another WrestleMania though. When I saw how many things cost now.
Yes, it's crazy. All right. Oh, but okay. So Dave, speaking of interesting conundrums here. So I don't know if you're aware of this, Dave, but the 5th-year option deadline is May 1st.
Yeah,
And there's a couple of guys that haven't gotten picked up yet. Their 5th-year option picked up yet. And so, Dave, it's really weird how the timing of that is that you got guys with 5th-year options expiring basically during the draft. So guys can be moved. Okay. There's 2 guys out there that I think are options for the Carolina Panthers. And shout out to Panthers Wire. They put this article together, and I thought it was very interesting. So I want to ask you all how you feel about this. So, Dave, what do you feel Jameson Williams, Kayvon Thibodeau are guys that have not gotten their 5th-year options picked up? We know the connection between Jameson and Bryce Young. They could reunite those guys. How do you feel about a potential trade during the draft for one of these guys or any movement at all?
I would be mad at either one of these. I mean, because both of them would fix problems that the fan base wants to fix. I think Thibodeau's probably more important, but I wouldn't be mad at Jameson Williams if we decide to do it, depending on what we got to give up. Because I mean, to do that, we're probably gonna have to give up some real capital. I mean, it's probably gonna have to be like a 3rd or a 2nd round pick to do it. Like, I don't think it's going because the 5th-year option has value. Like, this goes back to me. This goes back when I was talking about Brian Burns. The 5th-year option has value. So when you have that value, you have to take advantage of it. And so that's the big thing. So if you believe that Jameson Williams is better than any other option you're going to get, then why not? Same goes for Thibodeau. Why not? I would do it in a heartbeat for the right call, for the right price, obviously. Now that being said, I haven't checked, but as of last week, there's another guy who has not signed their 5th-year option either, who on our roster, who hasn't been exercised,
Icky.
hasn't got the gym going and, doing a little jogging. Yeah. And that's Icky.
Icky. It's getting
his 5th-year option has not been picked up either.
It hasn't.
So, and that's why if we take a tackle at 8, I wouldn't be as shocked. I don't think folks would be thrilled, but the right guy falls, because it's obvious. I mean, like they asked Dan Morgan about that too, and he didn't exactly give the confident answer that you want when you ask about a 5th-year option. Like, there's some players when you ask the GM about it, it's clear, like, yeah, we're gonna take care of him. That wasn't the case with Icky. So I'm kind of fascinated to see how this falls.
Yeah, we're gonna find out draft night. I think there's a couple of tackles that they're looking at too. I know there's a couple articles written up about some guys that they could potentially look at in the 2nd round. But I think tackle I think there's a couple positions that are underrated kind of needs. I think tackle is one of those, depending on how it falls with Icky, and you got an aging Moton. I think Moton he got several more years left in him, but I think that you got to start thinking about potential life after Moton, and is Icky the long-term answer? Right now, we're solid. I don't think there's too many folks complaining about the offensive line, but you don't want it to become a problem before you address it, and that's what happened with the offensive line prior to us getting all the guys we got now. We waited till it got completely treacherous, and then we started addressing it. We can't do that. You know what I mean? So I like what they're doing. Again, take your time. I like both. I think it's interesting, and y'all know how I feel about receiver. I think we got to continue to upgrade the roster. And I think Jameson, I don't think he has reached his ceiling just yet. I think he's been a bit underwhelming with the Lions, but I do know that connections matter, and if you connect him back up with Bryce, he could spark that his career back up. Not back up. I wouldn't say spark. Spark, that's not a good term, but I think he can definitely get a second win in his career, linking back up with Bryce.
Shout out to OG Tailgate for the super chat. I have a 3-day prospect question. How do y'all feel about Dan Jackson, UGA safety?
I don't. I think that I'll just talk about safety in general. I don't really know too much about Dan. I've watched a couple things, but I don't know too much about him, just to be honest. But I will say this though, in general, I think with the safety position, that's another position that is a kind of big need. I think it's going very, very under the radar as far as need. I know we got Mo Rig and all that, but bro, we don't really got nothing else outside of that. And so, I think that and again, I've seen so many articles of Eman Wari going up and the Panthers talking about safety position. I think everybody's talking about Walker, and you just talked about how Dan Morgan wants to trade back. I think trading back and getting Eman Wari is something that is completely in the cards for the Carolina Panthers. So it's a need. It is certainly a need. I think if the draft falls the right way, we could do it.
I think there's a couple folks. I think the targets of who we could take after a trade back is going to be much wider. It's a much wider net than the options at 8. Like, I think the options at 8 are pretty clean. You know what I'm saying? I think there's probably like two guys that they'll probably take that one probably won't be there and one definitely will be there. But I think everything else is going to be a situation where the box is pretty much open at that point if we trade back. Like, I think we could take a safety, we could take a corner, we could take a wide receiver, we could take offensive lineman, we could take anybody if we trade back. That's just how, or safety. I mean, we could take anybody.
So interesting enough, I just said I don't know too much about my man Dan Jackson's game. However, I do know some folks that do know a lot about everybody's game. And this is a perfect opportunity. Segue King right here. It's a perfect opportunity to talk about the Our Lads draft guide that was just sent to me in the mail. And they know about everybody. You know what I mean? So I can read what they say about Jackson. They got him as, I think, a 5th to 6th round projection. You had a 3rd round projection on him. They got him as a 5th to 6th round projection. They got
no, he's a day 3. It was a day 3 guy.
Oh, day 3. Excuse me. My apologies. I mischaracterized your super chat. My apologies. So day 3, you're absolutely right. They have him as a day 3 pick as well. You are correct. Let's see. He had let's see what this says. A quality athlete with the first step explosiveness out of his stance. Back pedal has some hitches. He gains some depth quickly to stay over top of deep routes. In 2 high schemes, does a good job of reading the quarterback and getting to position to shut down routes over the top. Good acceleration and speed to turn around, run with guys downfield. Let's see. It's good against the run. They say he's a heat-seeking missile against the run. Who works his way through trash to get to the ball carrier in the interior. So, I mean, when I'm reading this, it's describing a lot of what we need. I think we need a physical guy, but I do think it's kind of a duplicate skill set for Mo Rig, so it could be a depth play here. I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at Dan Jackson in day 3.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not mad at that at all.
But nah, man, I'm cool if they make the decision to trade these guys. As long as we don't give them nothing crazy. Like, I don't think I'm not. The more I think about it, I don't want to give up more than a 3rd rounder. But I know it probably is going to cost us a 2nd to do it. But I think the potential is there for both of these individuals. But then you ask the question: is it worth the squeeze? If you think you can get somebody else that you're going to have to build, you're going to have to develop anyway. Because I think both of these guys are going to need some level of development. I'm kind of shocked by Thibodeau, though. A little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a little early, to be honest with you. There's a lot of teams that have not picked up their options yet. But there's a lot of teams that have picked up their guys. I think the Eagles got all their guys locked up. I think they had a couple of guys in the 1st round. I think 3, if I'm not mistaken. They had 2 or 3 guys in the 1st round. They locked all those guys up. There's some other teams being patient. So we'll see, man. But I do think safety is most certainly a need. So again, I'm not mad at that pick. Again, I don't know his game in its entirety. I'm gonna be completely honest. My draft coverage for this year has been kind of mid, only because I've been crazy busy. So I gotta, I'm definitely gonna
Hey
step it up.
man, no, I ain't gonna allow you to do this, man. We got jobs, guys. I just want y'all to know that we got
Yeah,
full-time gigs, we got families. You know what I'm saying? Shy got a happy family. You know what I'm saying? He at home with
for
both his
sure.
kids and all that. I ain't got that option. I'm divorced. I got one kid here occasionally, and I got another one about to go to college, and I got a full-time job. Like we do this because we love doing this. We love doing this show. You don't got to make excuses, man. We've been busy.
No, I'm good. But I like the draft coverage. I think people want more
Yeah, I
from
know.
us on the draft. But
Absolutely.
I ain't had time, bro. I ain't had time this year.
Nah,
But
time has been rough this year, man. Y'all been seeing what's going on in these streets. My stock market went up today, but it's been down for a lot for the last couple of days.
yeah.
So it's been affecting everything. But neither here nor there. But I want to see how this pans out. There's a lot of speculating. It's speculation week too. Like there's been a lot of things going on. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this pans out.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. Again, we got a lot of picks to work with too, so I don't think we're gonna use them all. I think we're gonna trade up, trade back, get some more capital, or get higher in the draft. I could see us moving up in the second, getting closer to the beginning because again, we got a long little wait. We got a long little wait. You know what I mean to get to get into the second round. So from 8 to 57 or something like that, we got a little ways to go. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be tough, but it's gonna be fun, man. And just while everybody's, I saw a couple people asking. Yes, we will be going live during the draft, and yes, it will be open for those, especially those in Patreon. We'll give those folks first access. If we have more people, we can add later on. We'll do that, but Patreon members will get first access to join the stream as usual. I got a couple of guys that I'm inviting. Shout out to Real Ball Watcher. He actually invited himself, which is dope. I love that. He shot a shot and say, "Hey, y'all know y'all doing something for the draft, man. Send me." I said, "Hey, bet you got it." So you in. So Real Ball Watcher is gonna join us. So I appreciate that, man, because I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't gonna reach out to anybody, but it's certainly open. If folks want to come join, come lock in with PNP. We're gonna have some fun, bro. It's gonna be couch watching.
Couch watch
For sure. Couch watch gonna be on point. Folks gotta be careful out here though. You gotta be careful with that couch. It's a lot of crazy
based on what's been going on in the news, we gotta be careful more than the couch.
It's a lot of craziness out here. Yeah, I mean, you gotta be careful. We gotta be.
We're gonna do a mock draft before this show's over, man. We're gonna do a mock draft.
Gotta be careful in these streets. But anyway, shout out to the Patreon members, patreon.com/Panther Nation PC. Shout out to the MVPs, shout out to the franchise, and shout out to the free agents, man. We appreciate y'all contributions to the channel. Greatly appreciate it. And Dave, do you want to hit up with some underdog?
Yes, I will. Make sure you guys go to underdogfantasy.com and use the promo code PNP when you do. The NBA playoffs have begun. Make sure you check you do your higher lowers. And with regards to the players that have been playing in the league, Jason Tatum was hurt tonight, so he's going to be hurt for tomorrow. Well, he's listed as doubtful. So I know you Celtics fans out there, just keep that in mind. Maybe you can get something with Jaylen Brown. So make sure you go to underdogfantasy.com, use the promo code PNP when you do.
Yeah. Shout out to Underdog, man. We appreciate it. Let's keep this thing. Dave, I got a game. Do y'all want to play the game? Or do y'all want to open it up for comments and y'all could just free for all, or we can just get into a mock draft? But do y'all want to play this game? Do y'all want to do the Predictor bracket challenge and predict our pick? Do y'all want to play this tournament? I don't want to waste time if y'all don't want to play it.
We're playing the game, man. ACAS says we need to play the game.
I gotta get the YouTube set up real quick. But y'all see my little game right here, and we're gonna pick a winner. Who is gonna be PNP's prediction for the NFL draft?
I got my own prediction, but you made this difficult.
That's the whole point.
Definitely made this difficult.
That's the whole point, bro. We got to make this tough. You know what I mean? So
somebody said Charlotte needs every draft pick.
Give me a second. I gotta get the
All right, so these are your 8 options. These are your 8 options you got.
We're gonna do each matchup. We're gonna do each matchup.
We're gonna do a matchup.
We're gonna predict who the Carolina Panthers are going to take. This will be the official PNP prediction.
Shout out to Steven Gibson for the super chat. I believe we will pick Jalen Walker, but don't worry, you don't get to vote, buddy.
You got to vote. You got to vote.
We're the democracy in these streets.
All right, let's see. Give me 1 second, y'all. Sorry, I'm getting this chat. Had to go through YouTube because you know what I mean. That's how it is. That's how it is. Let's do a poll. All right, let's go. First matchup. Get your answers ready because we're gonna be moving quick. We're not gonna be doing this all night. So first matchup is gonna be Jalen Walker versus Mike Green. All right. We're gonna give it 2 minutes.
You got the link in there?
Yes, I just dropped it in the chat, in the YouTube chat.
All right. I don't see it. That's why I was wondering.
Yeah, you're not gonna see it on the StreamYard.
Make sure you guys look in the YouTube chat for the poll. I'm assuming the poll is you getting to see some things.
It's up. It's up. It's up and it's stuck, Dave. It's a major lead right now.
It ain't even close. I expect it to be Jalen.
Major lead.
I think it's gonna be Jalen, man. Like look, between them two, it's Jalen.
Oops, not what I meant to do.
I'll pull it up.
I got it. Hold on 1 second. There we go. No, I got it. I'm gonna edit this bracket while we.
Oh, you editing?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Should be
Let's
Jalen.
see.
I expect it to be Jalen.
So I'm gonna go ahead and end this thing. 78% Jalen Walker. 78%. For those that did not want Jalen Walker, man, let's talk about it. What 23%?
Why there's a lot of Mike Greens in the chat.
It's a couple Mike Greens out there, bro. It's a couple of I think they are a little bit perturbed of Jalen Walker's his size. Pause. He's undersized. So I think they're a little worried, little tweener. You know, is he going to have a role? Can Evero use him? I think there's some question marks there. But I said this months ago that you all need to get a little bit familiar with his game and get comfortable with him potentially being a guy because I think that's definitely where it's leaning towards. I think if the draft were to happen today, I think that a lot of people think Jalen Walker will be the guy.
There's only one guy at 8 that has a outside shot to fall that could potentially be ahead of him.
Is he in this next round here?
He is in this next round.
All right. So Dave got it lined up. Tyler Warren, Mason Graham. Who you got?
You know who I got.
Who you got, ladies and gentlemen?
You know who I got.
Who you got? Tyler Warren, man, that's low key. I think we're gonna get a little bit of a split here. And
I do think I'm concerned. I'm concerned that you tight end truthers are gonna vote for Tyler when the answer should be Mason Graham.
I think we're gonna get a little bit
because that would be if he falls to 8, that'll be major. Major. If he falls to 8.
Ain't really happening, Dave. It's pretty landslide-ish right now.
With what, Mason?
Yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, man,
landslide-ish.
Yeah, I mean, it should be
landslide-ish, bro.
Look, we got to make sure, man. We got some rational people in the chat, cats. Now, it's not disrespectful to Warren. Not if Mason Graham's there, it ain't disrespectful to Warren. Nah, because there's a lot of folks who want to give Bryce another weapon.
Yeah, they're saying Mason ain't 100%. So yeah, I mean it's a little red flaggish.
No, they said the fact that it ain't Mason 100% is concerning.
Okay.
The poll.
My bad. I read that.
The poll. Nah, Mason's healthy. That ain't a concern.
I'm about to say I ain't hear nothing about Mason.
No, Mason's healthy. No, he's healthy.
My bad.
Yeah,
the chat moving kind of quick on this side.
Yeah.
My man Marcus said touchdown Tommy. That's crazy. He said we got touchdown Tommy. We don't need Tyler
Warren.
All right, I'm gonna end this one. It's pretty convincing. 74% Mason Graham. All right, that next matchup might be a little tougher.
Now that was gonna be interesting. I'm on the fence on that one.
All right, give me a second. Let me see who you got.
I don't. This one shouldn't be a land. Well, it could be. This one could be a landslide too. I think this one should be the closest one of the bunch, though.
I think we're gonna get some. I think it's gonna be a landslide, bro.
Nah, yeah. The more I think about it, it should be a landslide.
Yeah, it's gonna be a landslide.
Yeah, Tech gonna win this like 95-4.
All right,
with one not sure.
Stop skewing the audience, bro. Come on, man.
All right, Shamar Stewart.
You skewing the audience, bro.
I ain't gotta skew the audience. I've been in this chat. I know what they. I've been in this chat. I know what they think. But there was a lot of Ted haters in the chat earlier, so y'all go in and vote.
You're tampering, Dave.
I'm not tampering. There's no tampering in 2025 anyway. Somebody said neither. Is neither an option?
Wow, neither is not an option. Neither
will probably win this one.
This is a bigger spread than the other two so far.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I mean, that means Ted's winning.
Talking 81%, Dave. 81%.
Yeah, Ted's
got
winning.
Ted McMillan.
Yeah, Ted's blowing this one out the water. Yeah. I was like, who is Shamar? So disrespectful, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this one. This is getting out of hand. 82%. 82% Ted McMillan. I'm gonna go ahead and end that. That was getting disrespectful. All right, let's see. These are
blowouts, man. This is like 1 versus 16.
It's gonna get tougher. It's gonna get tougher, bro. It's gonna get tougher. Whoops. Next matchup, you think it's gonna be interesting? You got Nick versus Michael Williams.
I think this is hard. It's hard for me. I think I'm rolling with Nick. I'm rolling with Nick.
I think this might be a landslide too.
I think I'm rolling with Nick. I'm not a believer in Shamar like that.
Bro, you definitely skewing.
Oh, Mikhail. I'm rolling with Nick.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot it's not on the screen. Nick and Eman Ward versus Mikhail Williams.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Nick. I don't like neither one of them at 8. Let me be clear. But if I got to pick one, I'm rolling with Nick.
I'll share my screen in just a second so y'all can see the matchups.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Nick. Neither's not an option, guys. Pick one.
Either vote or don't. All right, let me share this.
Everybody naming people that ain't in the poll.
This is the closest one.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be. I'm rolling with Nick.
It's not close, but it's still the closest one we had.
So it's not over 7% for somebody.
Not over 70%. Let me get back in so y'all can see the screen real quick.
There it goes. There's your final. There's your 4.
Oops, sorry.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So we got Jalen versus Mason and Ted versus Nick.
67% got Nick.
Yeah, that's about right.
All right, got the next matchup. We're gonna move on. I think this is gonna be a little bit tougher. A little tough here.
Jalen versus Mason.
Yep.
Jeez Louise, man. For those who are saying that Mason might not be there at 8, what happens in Jacksonville is going to make that decision ultimately.
Yeah, he may or may not. We don't know.
Jacksonville, truth be told, you know who else might not be there at 8? Ted. Ted might not be there at 8.
Hell, Walker might not be there at 8 while we play.
Walker might not be there at 8. Like, what Jacksonville does is going to decide a lot. I'm telling you. We don't know what Jacksonville is going to do. Jacksonville could take Ted. Jacksonville could take offensive linemen. Jacksonville could take, and depending on what happens with 2, 3, and 4, there's so many factors involved in this. Don't worry, Deontay. It's the same. I'm in the same boat. How's the vote coming?
Oh, it's close. It's close, but it ain't close.
I mean, my vote is for Mason. So
They said ACAS says, why are Jalen and Mason on the same side of the bracket?
no, that's exactly no. He absolutely thought it through.
Yeah, exactly. I did. I thought it through perfectly.
I don't think they're locked in on Jalen as you guys think they are, by the way. I think Jalen's all right, we're going to take it. That's the guy unless Mason falls. That's my theory. If Mason's there, I think Mason's the pick.
Trill said, I hope Jacksonville takes Walker. All right. I think I'm going to end this. This is not very close. Mason Graham with the selection. 64%. That's tough.
I think Mason Graham's the pick if he's there at 8. And if he's not there at 8, the pick's Walker. That's how I feel. I think everybody else is a pipe dream. Unless we trade back. I think everybody else on this list are options if we trade back. My opinion. I expect it to be Mason Graham. If Mason Graham is sitting there at 8, he is the pick. Otherwise, it's Walker.
Next one we got. Oh, my fault, Dave.
Or they trade back. But if they're stuck at 8, that's my prediction of what's going to happen.
All right, next up, Tet and Nick. Who you got?
Oh, this is hard.
I think this is a little bit tougher than people.
I think I know who's going to win it, but I think this is a hard choice.
This is close. This is a close one. This is a close one.
This is a hard choice.
Who's going to pull away?
I expect Tet to win it, but I think this is a hard one. Wow, Nick is out here. Nick's out here boxing.
No, he's not. He's not. Okay. He's about to be a knockout. If folks don't, 60-40 Tet right now. 60-40 Tet. Some would say McMillan ain't a top 10 pick either.
Yeah, some rock drafts got him in the 20s.
Bro. We sit here saying who picking Tet Email Warrior over Tet. Bro, Tet could take that slide. Pause.
Tet could absolutely take that slide. I don't know why folks there's some folks that don't have Tet as the top wide receiver in the draft. Outside of Hunter. I think it's Hunter. But then after Hunter, some folks got gold in there. Shout out Nuggethead K for the super chat. Why is everybody choosing Warren? Why not Fanning Jr.? Can y'all do a side by side on their PFF stats?
Yeah, we can probably pull that up afterward.
Yep. All right. I'll pull that up when this time again.
Yep. All right, so it's gonna be Tet here.
Yep, I expect Tet.
60-40%. Tet McMillan.
So Tet versus Mason.
Yep.
This should be a landslide too. Let me be clear when I say this.
Yo,
guys.
man, stop tampering with the audience, bro.
The audience are their own people. They decide what they want to decide. They're their own voter.
Yeah, you tampering, bro.
No, they're their own voter. I mean, people tamper in elections every day, B. They're their own voter.
All right, here we go. Tet versus Graham. Who you got? Who you got?
Hey, no, I got. You told me I can't tamper.
David Tamper. That's they calling you, Dave. David Tamper.
You know, I almost wore my step back shirt for the show today.
Oh, man, come on, man. He has.
He has, definitely has. That's probably what I was thinking about wearing. I decided against it.
Oh yeah, this is landslide territory. That's funny. Shout out to A-Cash. Grab that super chat, Dave.
Oh. Dave tampering so much that the NFL gonna strip us of a draft pick at this rate. Fake news. I don't work for the Panthers organization. I mean, the vote should be Mason, though. I don't know. It should be.
Bro, you tampering, bro. You can't say that. Yeah. of course, we know that Mason may or may not be there, but anything can happen. This is the NFL draft. Folks fall every day, B. It happens. But I'm gonna end this one, man. Mason is it's crazy.
It's probably like
78%.
yeah. I figured it'd be a
78%.
landslide. If Mason's sitting there, bro, that's the pick. Like I understand. I think Jalen Walker's there is the one they're eyeing is because Jalen Walker's. They feel like Jalen Walker's gonna definitely be there. But I think if Mason Graham's sitting there at 8, bro, that's the pick. Like I wouldn't understand if it wasn't the pick. Like I don't see them taking Walker over Graham if they're both on the board. That would be wild, by the way. I'll probably be more devastated than when you were devastated that we didn't take Justin Fields that year.
Bro, I was hot. That has to be one of the most epic draft reactions there ever been, bro.
Oh, you were furious, bro.
I was pissed. I think it worked out though. Shout out to JC. All right, let's do this mock draft. I'm gonna do a 7-round mock draft, and we'll do normal speed. 7-round Carolina Panthers. Let's get to it. I like using Pro Football Network's mock draft simulator. It's pretty accurate.
Mason Graham at 3 is diabolical.
All right, y'all want to take this trade? No. Pick 20.
That one would be interesting. I could see a trade like that. What's the other one? Is there any more?
Oh, okay. 13.
Oh, now this one here, I would take that one.
You might be able to still get Jalen Walker if we trade back.
I would take that one. I would take that one right there. I would take that offer.
Additional second?
Yeah, I'll take that one, buddy. The way that they're talking about how this draft is, I would take that one in a heartbeat. I would go back 5 picks.
We're gonna accept.
Y'all might get Ted out of this.
See what happens. Nope, no Jalen Walker. Yep.
Ted's there. Gentry's there too.
I'm not gonna take 2 first round. I'm gonna do that.
For to get that extra second though.
All right. So Mike Green is here. You got Ted.
I would take Ted here. Gentry I'm shocked that Gentry ain't gone yet, by the way. And I wouldn't be mad at. And honestly, Kelvin Banks is not out of the question either. I'm keeping it up with y'all. Like Banks, Starks. There's a lot of options here.
All right. I know you. What y'all want to do? Do we need to put up another poll?
Yeah, we might want to do Mike Green versus Tet.
All right, I'll do it. Mike Green versus Tet. Let's see what we can do here, because I think that's the biggest thing.
I think it's Mike Green versus Tet. The more I think about it, man, the right thing to do is to take Mike Green. I ain't gonna hold you though. That's the right thing to do. By the way, just for you guys, Golden went before Tet. Just want you guys to realize that.
He did.
He went before Tet.
One thing I've also hearing that the streets are saying that there's going to be a run on receivers in a second.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we did get an additional 2nd-round pick, so we could end up drafting a guy a little bit later. But my man said, do the right thing. Stop drafting prospects, they say.
That's what all these players are. I just want y'all to know that. They're all prospects.
It's 50-50, bro. This is about as close as 50-50 I done seen. It's literally 51-49%. Like, it's that close.
I believe now. This is a close one. That's a good debate. I mean, if you go in BPA, you take the running back. But
it's literally 50-50 at this time. Literally 50-50. This is crazy. I ain't gonna stop it because it's too close. It's way too close. I need like at least 250 to 300 votes because it's way too close right now. And I'm picking whoever y'all say pick. That's who I'm picking.
But all right, while we check the 300, do you think it's a feasible thing to draft Kelvin Banks here?
I think it's. Is it? What do you mean feasible? What do you?
As in, like, could you see them pulling the trigger on him? Yeah,
I don't see that happening.
Okay. What about Genty at this point? Like, if he falls all the way to 13, you still don't think so?
It's not happening. I would.
Got Starks.
A little bit of a reach for Evan Warry. Then you got so I was looking at Jahad Campbell too. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
All right, how we looking, man?
We're at 208 right now. Mike Green has 51%. We got to keep it going. We got to get at least 250, bro. Hit that vote. Hit the vote button in the chat. I got to see us get at least 250. It's too close. Too close. It's too close right now.
I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm very shocked that Green is winning this poll, guys. Only because of all the Ted hype. I'm very shocked he's winning this poll. I'm proud, but I'm shocked.
Bro, they saying, man, I can't repeat that. They saying my boy gonna be another your boy we talked to. I ain't say it.
Stop.
Where's the pass rush, Dave?
No, I know I said I'm proud, but I'm just shocked. I'm shocked that Ted's not winning this poll. I'm proud. Folks are worried about the off-field stuff, which is fair. I don't want to take a wide receiver in the first round.
All right, we need 15 more votes. It's literally 50-50 right now.
That's wild,
it's
bro.
Too close, bro. It's too close. It's literally 50-50, bro. That's crazy. Green keeps taking the edge a little bit. We're close to 250. 6 more votes away. Green's getting a little bit further out. It's pulling a little bit further away. Nope, 51%, 52%, 51%. We're at 251 votes with Green at 51%. Dave, you want to call it?
Yep, call it.
All right, Dave says, oh, no, it's back to 50-50. I can't do it yet, Dave.
Oh, come on, dog.
It's literally back to 50-50.
Dude, this is wild.
This is crazy.
Yo, take Green, man. Just take Green.
All right, I'm going to end it because it went back to 51%.
Take Green.
All right, I'm going to end it in the poll, 51%. Mike
Green. I let me be clear. If this scenario falls this way, I see them taking Ted over Green. I'm going to be honest with you.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think they only trade back if Jalen Walker is not there. And if he's there, I think Jalen Walker's a pick.
Even if Mason Graham's there?
Or Mason Graham. One of the two.
Yeah. That's where I'm at. How are we looking?
Here we go. Pick number 48. So we are
no more. We're not trading again. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, those weren't good trades anyway.
Yeah, let's keep it moving.
All right. So we got here. We can get another wide receiver here. Trey Harris, Mason Taylor, tight end. For me, I like Darius Alexander a lot too.
What about Kenneth Grant?
I mean, that's the BPA pick. DT. This is another good, solid pick. I like
an interior guy.
Another interior guy. Now I'm gonna be honest. That's the question is, can you wait to 57 to get him? The answer is probably no.
Actually, the better question is, are there any other wide receivers you like? And were you willing to take the chance to get one of the two?
So yeah, I do like Harris too. I like Harris, 6'2", 205. I do like I like Harris, and I like Royals. I'm gonna be honest. I like Royals a lot. The question is, do you take Kenneth Grant and hope you get Royals?
That's what I would do.
Or because again, bro, or would you be cool with getting Higgins? Or
yeah, you got 3 options ultimately. I would take Grant now.
Bro, we need a safety, bro. We need a safety too, dog.
Is there anybody we're taking here? No.
Not at. Let me see.
No.
You got Makuba 69 though. You might need to get a safety with that second pick.
Well, let's see what it looks like. But I would take Kenneth Grant here. I would take Grant here, and shore up the interior.
I don't think Watts is available, bro. I think Watts is gone, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Watts is gone, dog. So here's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I don't think Makuba's gonna be there at 74. I think I need to get a receiver, bro.
Oh no.
I think I need to get Harris, or I'm a huge fan of Royals. I have Royals higher on my board than 60. So I would be comfortable taking him here. And then I would take, they're saying take Higgins. What y'all want to do, man?
I think either one of them will be there.
I'm a Royals guy, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a Royals guy.
I would take Grant now, and then either Royals or Higgins, because one of them will be there. Both of them will not be gone.
All right, I'm listening to Dave. I'm gonna take Kenneth Grant.
Let's go.
EPA.
Got 57. Let's go.
Are we gonna get to 60?
Yep.
Nope.
All right, it's okay. It's okay.
Nah, we good. We're gonna have to regroup here. We got the regroup. Let's see.
I mean, Higgins is there.
I like Higgins, but not quite the same.
So would you take the safety here then?
That's what I'm thinking about. But the question is, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take Makuba, bro.
That's fine.
I'm gonna go ahead and take Makuba.
Sorry, man. We tried.
No, it's cool. It happens.
He went quick. He went quick too.
It happens, bro.
I think to shore up to get an edge rusher and a defensive.
He made it. So I think I'm gonna take Higgins here.
Oh wow, he made it.
yeah. I think I'm gonna take Higgins here.
There you go. That worked out.
The taller wide receiver got good speed. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Higgins here. I'm not.
Is him and XL the same guy? I'm telling you, bro. This is why I be trying to act. When y'all be getting mad, no, you still take him.
But that's why I want to know well. That's why I want to know well, though. I mean,
but no, you still take him. No, you still take him. No, you still take him. But it goes back to my point about if they feel good about this wide receiver core, you don't see that happening. But now you take him here. Unless you like Ola Deo and get another edge rusher if you want to double dip. But I would take Higgins here. I would take Higgins here, man. I scared you. I'm sorry.
No, you good. You good.
They're telling me in the chat that I'm bugging. Higgins. So take Higgins here. And we got a little bit of a wait here. Yeah. We don't know what he can do in the league. You guys are talking about he can catch. We don't know what he's gonna do in the NFL, bro. Like, y'all are making assumptions. We're hoping that he can catch.
Yeah. All right. 111. Here we got a bunch of defensive tackles. I would like to take a corner. Man, Jalen Walker, he can't be this. Is he this low? His stock has crumbled, bro.
With a RAS of 374. Matt Rule wouldn't draft him.
Should we take Zayas? We need a cornerback, bro.
I was about to ask you about the safety situation. How what can
we got? We got one. We got Makuba.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, we did take Makuba.
I'm thinking Kobe or Zy Alexander.
I'll take.
Which one y'all like? I like Kobe, bro. I like Kobe. I'm a fan of Kobe, to be honest with you. So we got a couple picks here. Linebacker, solid too.
Probably would take the linebacker here. Seems like you got more safety options, so I would take the linebacker here. No, I mean more corner options.
I wasn't going
corner options. Excuse me, corner options. So I would take the linebacker here.
All right, I'm gonna go
take the corner with the next.
I'm gonna go linebacker, and I'm gonna take Kobe. I'm a Kobe fan. I'm gonna take Kobe
because the corners will be there, man.
I'm gonna take Kobe. Where'd Kobe go?
He was just down there. You just missed him. Kobe Bryant.
Yep. Give me Kobe. And we traded away 163, which is our 5th, I believe. y'all keep saying tackle. We drafted Kenneth Grant, so we straight. I mean, I got obviously I'm with y'all. We could take the depth, but we do have a tackle. And I'm gonna be honest with you, CJ West is still here, and I like CJ West. I took linebacker. I like Stutzman too, man. Let's see here. Y'all want to go linebacker again? Double dip at linebacker?
Yeah, why not? Get Stutzman.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at that. I do like Stutzman though. I'm not mad at that.
Might as well, because
they're saying offensive tackle. My fault. Offensive.
Oh, you're talking about offensive tackle? I got a guy for you guys, but we can get him later. You can go grab
Carson. You got a sleeper?
Carson Vincent from Alabama A&M. He played like he busted his behind in the Senior Bowl. He was dominating Power 5, Power 4 defensive lineman.
Oh, he right here.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Get him in it.
That's what I'm saying. You can get him later.
But later.
Yeah, you can get him later.
All right, I'm with that. All right, y'all want double? I'm cool with double dipping a linebacker. Stutzman. I'll take Stutzman here. I don't wanna waste time here. All right, reject.
Yeah, CJ West is still there, West,
bro. You
know what? Take him.
Yeah, take him. I mean,
take him.
Double.
You gotta take him.
Gotta take him at that point.
Yeah,
bro.
You gotta take him.
You gotta take him at that point, bro.
Oh God, I didn't realize our next pick wasn't until 2:30. Vincent might not be there.
Might not get him, bro, but it's okay.
He might not be there.
Just watch the
beautiful bean footage. He might be there.
My man said, "How do we not take West? You're a little bit behind, my brother. We took West.
We already took him.
We got him.
We might not make it. He might be there though. We'll see. I mean, there's unpredictability.
He's still there.
Yeah, he's there for now. It's gonna be close.
You gonna be sweating like I was sweating for
he probably gonna be gone. But you never know.
My man said running back. I could have taken a running back. You're absolutely right.
They were very like trench play was like a whole discussion point. He might make it.
We'll see. Don't speak too soon, brother.
He might make it. He might.
Nope.
Gone.
Out of there.
Look who took him to the Patriots, who has historically taken HBCU prospects in the draft.
Out of there.
Okay. I got other folks, but I mean, you could check Robert McDaniel, but he's more of a safety guy. Robert McDaniel from Jackson State.
We got it.
We already got a safety though.
My man said Dan Jackson. Yeah, we could take the. Kind of contradicting myself because we just got a safety.
I just there's McDaniel right there for Jackson State, but he's Kenny Gallup.
Let's see. Let's take a look at running backs. See y'all want
to look at running backs.
Oh, Trevor Etienne.
Could take him. I'm afraid to ask what the wide receiver position looked like, but we already got Higgins. We don't probably need another one.
Y'all want to take Etienne?
Oh, I got a guy, but I don't know if he's in here. Elijah Williams. But
what position?
He's on defense, probably more on the edge side. Probably can play linebacker as well. There he is, Elijah Williams, Morgan State.
We need some depth there. I'll take it.
Yeah,
for
take
the culture. For the culture, bro. For the culture.
Kicker. No kickers. No kickers. Drafting kickers is a disaster. Don't be out here drafting kickers. And besides, they won't make the team when we draft them, so don't draft kickers.
All right, who we got? We took Mike Green, 13 overall. I don't think that's going to happen on draft night.
Nah, but I think they'll probably pull the trigger on Genty and Tep before they pull the trigger on Mike Green.
I don't know about Genty, but whatever. Kenneth Grant, that's a solid pick. That was a BPA pick. Makuba, I like Makuba a lot. We need some safety help. Jaden Higgins at 74. Not the wide receiver I wanted. Royals is the guy I want, but went a little bit quicker than we anticipated. Smell Mondon from linebacker from Georgia. Kobe Bryant, corner from Kansas. And then Stutzman double dipped a linebacker, Oklahoma. CJ West fell way too far and just took him.
Got to take him.
That's just a good pickup. And then Elijah Williams from Morgan State. So yeah, man. Solid draft. Solid draft. Not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
Nah, I like this draft. I mean, the key is the trenches, man. You're talking the only thing was the offensive lineman. I didn't realize our gap was to 230 after CJ West. If I would have known that, I probably would have reconsidered everything. But that's a pretty good draft. It's still solid. It's a really good draft.
Solid.
Yeah. Nah, I guess the trade was part of the reason, but I forgot. I was like, damn, that's a long ass gap.
Yeah, a couple guys that I like. Obviously, Watts as a safety, I like him a lot. Again, y'all know I like Royals. Big Royals fan.
We ain't guys. We just folks are talking about we got to get more offense. Dog, we just had the worst defense in NFL history. Like the worst, like the absolute worst.
Yeah, but we spent a lot of money. Yeah, like we didn't address it at all. That's not the case. We spent a lot of money, and we added a lot of resources. So I'm with whoever said that. You cannot ignore the offense. You have to.
Well, we kind of did the opposite the previous year, right? We spent a lot of money to fix up front and to protect Bryce. Now, I would argue that we probably should have taken an offensive lineman, but it just is the way the board fell. Kind of got to go with what you had. But it could potentially fix the trench play on the front, on the defensive side of the ball. So I wouldn't be mad at that. But yeah. We didn't have one of the worst offenses in history. We just had we had a below average offense. Not the worst. The offense we had this year probably wasn't as bad as the one we had the year before. Like, if you want to keep it real, and definitely the worst offense I've ever seen. Jimmy Clausen owns that one, buddy.
Yeah.
The league is one thing, but when you talk we're talking about being one of the worst offenses in the league versus being one of the worst defenses in NFL history. Like it's not the same.
Yeah, but we spent a lot of money, bro. Like we addressed it somewhat. Like
not enough.
Sure. I mean, you're gonna draft some, but like most people are saying, get all defensive draft. That's crazy. We should not be doing that.
2010 was definitely worse. 2010 was worse. But then again, I think we looked at the numbers and 2023 might have been 2023 was bad, bro. Like, we can improve both. I mean, there's always UDFAs. I mean, we there's always UDFAs.
Yeah, but cokers and stuff like that don't happen all the time, bro.
We've had UDFAs makes the 53, bro.
Yeah, we have, but that is a rare. It's not. It's you're talking about over history. Yes. How many times have we had multiple guys be impactful as UDFAs on the same roster, right? Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it happens. Yes, it does. But banking on you getting a guy.
Oh no, I'm not banking. But my point is that there's gonna be a guy or two that are UDFAs that are going to make the 53-man roster, and there's potential that there's going to be a draft pick that does not. Because after the 5th round, it's still a cuttable. You still gonna be cut if you don't show enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now UDFA is for FCS players, and nowadays G5, like G5 and FCS players are pretty much the same amount. And a lot of folks I've talked to think that there's going to probably be more FCS players to get drafted this year than G5 players. When I talk about G5, I'm talking about the non-Power 4 FBS schools. So we'll see. Be interesting.
Yep.
Be interesting to watch.
All right, guys. I got to run. Got a little bit of work I need to finish up on. So we're going to shut this thing down. We're going to see y'all on Thursday. Come join the stream. Patreon members, lock in, tap in with us.
What time we start on Thursday, bro?
I do not know. probably around.
What time the draft start? That's the question.
I'll create the stream probably tomorrow.
Yeah, but I don't remember what time the NFL draft starts.
See, it starts at 8, so we'll probably start at like 7.
Yeah, all right.
We'll start at 7.
Okay, that works. I probably got to go pick my daughter up, but I'll probably disappear and come back type of thing. But yeah, that'll work.
Yep. All right, we'll holler at y'all, man. Like, subscribe, notification bell, help us get to 25,000. We're still about 1,500 away. So hit that subscribe button, help us get there. Tell a friend, PNP is where it's at. Holler at us. We out of here. Peace.